Hello friends, you might have noticed your friends and relatives comparing you with your parents. Oh, see, your eyes are just like your daddy. Look, she resembles more like her mom. Do you know why and how it happens? Let's find the answers to these questions in this video. Class 10, Chapter Heredity and Evolution. Like begets like. What does it mean? It means a phenomena of inheritance in which the transfer of genetic characteristics takes place from the parents to the offspring through heredity. Which means, so whatever characteristics you have which may resembles to either of your parents, either your father or mother, are inherited from them to you. You have studied in class 8 about the cell structure. Cells have nucleus, and in nucleus is present a chromosome, a thread-like structure. These thread-like structure carries genes which have a complete set of DNA. This DNA is inherited in offspring which carries a trait or the characters. Now let's take a look to some important terms. Whatever we are studying comes under genetics. Genetics was given by W. Batson. What is genetics? It is a branch of biology that deals with the collective study of heredity and variations. Heredity is the transmission of genetic characters from parent to offspring. Individuals of same species have some differences. These are called variations. You might not resemble to your sibling, having same parents. Still you do not resemble completely until and unless you are twins. In case of twins, Siamese twins do not resemble, but identical twins resembles. Now what are factors? Factor is the unit of heredity which is responsible for inheritance and appearance of characters. These factors were referred as genes by Johansen in 1909. A genome is an organism's complete set of DNA, including all of its genes. Each genome contains all of the information needed to build and maintain that organisms. In humans, a copy of the entire genome, more than 3 billion DNA base pairs, is contained in all cells that have a nucleus. Let's take a look to this figure. You can see the cells which have a chromosomes thread-like structure, and then you can see the DNA and the gene. Gene is the length of the DNA that codes for a specific protein, and DNA is double helical structure which you can see in the figure, which carries the genetic information in the form of the genes. To understand more, let's read out the terms phenotype, genotype. Phenotype, it is the external and morphological appearance of an organism for a particular character, which means physically or morphologically you may resemble to your parent. These are observable characters of an organism. Genotype, it is the genetic constitution or genetic makeup of an organism for a particular character, which is responsible to make an organism look alike with the parent, and this is genetic material passed between generations. Genotype and phenotype terms were coined by Johansen. Gene, a unit of heredity which is transferred from a parent to offspring and is held to determine some characteristics of the offspring. You can see this in the figure. A cell have a nucleus. A nucleus have a chromosomes. Chromosomes have DNA, and DNA have genes. Now what are alleles? Alleles are variants of a gene controlling the same trait and occupying a specific region on the chromosomes. That specific region is called locus. As you can see in the figure, hair color. If you resemble with your parent with the hair color, you can see that hair color is present at a specific position as a specific location, which is the locus of hair color. For blood type, if your blood type is same with your father or your mother, that specific gene is also present at the particular specific location, or you can see a locus. Similarly as eye color and the growth of your body. Homozygous, the presence of two identical alleles at a particular gene locus A zygote is formed by the fusion of two gametes having identical factor is called homozygote. An organism developed from this zygote is called homozygous. As you can see in the figure, genes are having capital B at the same loci, and that's why they are called capital B a homozygous or same alleles. Similarly, the small b characters are present on the same loci and they are also same alleles. For example, capital T, capital R, or small r, or capital small t. Heterozygous is the opposite of homozygous. A diploid organism is heterozygous at a gene locus when its cells contain two different alleles. A zygote is formed by fusion of two different type of gamete carrying different character factors is called heterozygote. Capital T, small t, capital R, small r. An individual developed from such a zygote is called heterozygous. The term homozygous and heterozygous are coined by Bateson. You can see in this figure that capital B and small b are the two different genes which are present on the same loci, and that's why they are called different alleles or heterozygous. Hemizygous. If individual contains only one gene of a pair, then individual is said to be hemizygous. Male individual is always hemizygous for sex-linked genes. As you can see in the figure, pairing region is different and the differential region is different because male have X and Y. Hemizygous is the condition where gene is represented in only one dose or one allele, whereas XX in females, you can see that they have two different capital A and small a. Pairing regions. Now this can be better understood from this figure. You can see in red chromosome capital P, small a and capital B. Now here capital B is a dominant allele. It is present on a particular loci or a gene loci. In blue chromosome you can see capital P, small a and small b. Now small b, green color, is a recessive allele. What will be the genotype? Homozygous condition will be when capital P will be there, and this will be a group of dominant allele, a pair of dominant allele. Homozygous condition is also there when small a is there, which is a recessive allele, a pair of recessive allele. And heterozygous is the condition when capital B and small b are in pair. Now these are few genetic concepts given to you. Please answer all these questions in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe.